Love is beautiful, love is patient, but true love is tested. This is the story of Victor and Mary, two souls brought together in the most unexpected way. A story of wealth, deception, and the pursuit of true love. Meet Linus Okafor, a self-made billionaire, a man who built an empire from nothing. But his greatest treasures was not his wealth, not his businesses, but his only daughter, Mary. After losing his beloved wife, Linda, Linus made a vow he would find a worthy man for his daughter, someone who would love her, cherish her, and honor the family's legacy. But how do you know who truly loves you? Is it the man who admires your beauty, the one who is drawn to your riches, or the one who chooses? And to find the answer, Linus and Mary devised a test that would separate true love from greed. One by one, men came and left, unwilling to accept what they saw. But then the seventh man arrived, the last man standing. Will he stay, or will he, like the rest, walk away? Stay tuned for a heartwarming journey of love, sacrifice, and test that changed everything. In the heart of a grand urban city, Linus Okafor was a name known by all. A wealthy businessman, he owned numerous real estates to manufacturing and had built an empire from scratch. But behind the success was a painful past. Linus had struggled for years, working tirelessly alongside his beautiful wife, Linda. She had been his pillar of strength, supporting him through hard times when they had nothing. She was there when he made his first big business deal. She had celebrated his victories as if they were her own. But tragedy struck when Linda died while giving birth to their only child, Mary. Her death left Linus devastated. Though he had the wealth to remarry, but he never did. He loved Linda too much to replace her. Instead, he poured all his energy into building a secure future for their daughter. Years passed, and Mary grew into a beautiful, intelligent young woman. She was Linus' pride and joy. But as she approached marriageable age, Linus became anxious. He knew that many men would come after her, not for love, but for his wealth. He needed to find a true and worthy man for his daughter, one who would love her for who she was, not just for what she had. This burden weighed heavily on him for years, as he could not fail his late wife. He had promised to protect their legacy and ensure that their empire remained in the hands of a trustworthy man. One evening, Linus called his daughter into his study. "Mary, we must find you a suitor," he said solemnly. Mary smiled and said, "Father, I trust you, but how do we find someone who will love me for me?" Linus took a deep breath. "We will test them. Any man who truly loves you will not care about wealth, beauty, or social status." He then revealed his plan. They would leave their mansion and move to a poor neighborhood in a neighboring city. Mary would pretend to have a physical disability, and they would live like ordinary people. Then they made a marriage advert. A beautiful picture of Mary was posted, stating that she was looking for love. Many men showed interest, but when they arrived and saw her condition, they quickly left, never to return. This happened 6 times. Each suitor vanished, unwilling to commit to a woman who they thought was physically challenged. Linus and Mary waited for the 7th man. Victor, a young medical doctor, had just been transferred to the city for work. He was kind, intelligent, and had a deep passion for helping others. One day, after a long shift, he stopped by a local booker, that is a restaurant, for food. As he was about to pay, his eyes landed on the advertisement of a beautiful woman seeking love. Curious, he asked the food seller, "Why is such a beautiful woman looking for love like this?" The seller shrugged. "They say she has a condition, but I don't know for sure. If you're interested, you can try." Victor felt a strange pull. Something told him to go. He traced the address and knocked. When he was invited inside, he was shocked to see the same beautiful woman from the picture, was sitting in a chair appearing physically challenged. For a moment, he was speechless. But instead of leaving, he sat down and asked questions. He wanted to know about her life, her struggles, and what happened to her. Linus and Mary told him their story, and Victor promised to come back. But as he left, doubt crept into his mind. For a whole week, Victor struggled with his thoughts. What will society say? Will I be able to handle this challenge? What if it gets too difficult? Despite his doubt, one thing remained. He couldn't stop thinking about Mary. Finally, he made a decision. Victor returned to their small poor home. This time, he noticed their struggles. They were eating a simple meal with no meat. He felt pity. Looking at Linus, he said boldly, "I love Mary. I want to marry her. I'll take care of her, and as a doctor, I'll try to help her become whole again." Linus paused for 5 minutes, staring at Victor, as if searching his soul. Then he said, "Return in one market day for my answer." After Victor left, Linus turned to Mary. "What do you think of him?" Mary blushed, then said something shocking. "I loved him the first time I saw him. I prayed he would come back." When Victor returned, they gave him their answer, yes. He was overjoyed. He even promised to hire maids to assist Mary once they were married. The wedding was small and simple, just as Linus had requested. Linus told Victor Mary needed to visit Mary's uncle in another city to receive his blessing. Victor agreed. A week later, he arrived at the address given to him. He was shocked. Instead of a poor house, he stood before a magnificent mansion. Confused, he thought, why didn't Mary's uncle help them if he was this rich? As he entered, everyone was beautifully dressed, waiting for him. Then Linus spoke. "Victor, I must apologize," he said. Victor was confused. For what? Then Mary stood up on her own. Everything was a test. Linus continued. "We needed to know if you would love Mary for who she is, not what she has. Many came, but only you stayed." He then handed Victor the keys to his business empire. "You have proven yourself worthy today. I hand over my legacy to you." Victor was stunned but overjoyed. He realized he had not only found love, but had gained a great family and an empire. Together, Victor and Mary lived happily ever after, building on Linus' legacy and raising many children with love, honor, and wisdom. Moral of this story: 1. True love is tested through trials. 2. People should be valued for their acts, not their appearances. Thirdly, wealth without wisdom can be dangerous, but wealth given to the right hands lasts forever. If you loved this story, Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more inspiring tales. Until the next time. Bye-bye.